Hi friends, how are you all doing? Welcome back to this video segment. In this video, we will be paying attention to grammar in use in our English language study. It's still your English language teacher, Mr. Kindness Onyefere. So I want you to go now, get your textbook, your notebook, your pencil and your pen so that we can start. And as soon as you do that, open to page 108. As we are going to cover page 108 and page 109 of our textbook, the student textbook. Okay, grammar in use. Okay, let's see what it will look like. Let's see what it will look like in this video, and let's equally see our homework for the study. Yes. Now take notice of your homework, pages 78 and 79. Have you done that? Please endeavor to do your homework. This video is for 6th of May. So, have you come with your textbook and your notebook? In this grammar in use, we are going to learn about conditional wishes and clauses of purpose and results. So I want you to please read this. We are going to learn different types of conditionals. We have type 0, type 1, type 2, type 3. When the conditional clauses come before the main clause, we separate the two clauses with a comma. And when the main clause comes before the conditional clause, we do not separate the two clauses with a comma. Now, how do we identify the main clause and that we need to separate with a comma? How do we identify the conditional clause and the main clause? How do we identify them? Okay, let's see this. If I have the time, you see there's a comma, I will join you at the art gallery. Now, this is the conditional, the if I have the time. So whenever you make a statement if with if conditional, that means you are uncertain. Do you get that? But when you say I will join you at the gallery if I have the time, so this will not have a comma. The resultant effect comes before the if clause. So take notice of this. Note, unless is equals to if not, or if I were you, I would is advice. Please take notice of this. Read this very well because it will help us as we proceed. Okay, let's now go to the first part where we explain conditional, the if conditionals. Okay, explanation of the if conditional. So I want you to read this. Take your time to read this. To present the conditional, if you heat water to 100 degrees Celsius, it boils. This is a type 0 conditional. Why is it type 0 conditional? Because the if clause, if you heat water to 100 degrees, is a present simple, and the main clause is a present simple. So the if and the main clause is a present simple. So it makes it a type 0 conditional sentence. So I want you to read up this so that you can, we use type 0 conditionals to talk about a general truth or a law of nature, and we use the present simple in both clauses. When do we use type 1? This is a type 1 conditional, and we use it to talk about a real or problem situation in the present or in the future. So when we are talking about a real or a present probable situation that will happen in the present or in the future, that is a type 1 conditional. Now, what is type 2 conditional? Type 2 conditional, and we use it to talk about an unreal or unlikely situation in the present or future. So when we are talking about something that is unreal, that might likely not happen, it is not real, both for the present and the future, that becomes a type 2 conditional. And what is type 3 conditional? We talk about an imaginary situation in the past. So that becomes a type 3 conditional. Please make sure you read this to understand it. Okay, let's make progress now. So question number 1. It says, read the table then the blog. Find all the examples of conditional sentences. Which type, what type is each? Okay, let's check. So, having read it, these are the examples of the conditional sentences in that test. If I get a job, I will have my own money. If I were you, I will find a job abroad. Type 2. If you hadn't suggested this, I wouldn't have thought about it. That's type 3. You see, we have type 1, type 2, and type 3. Now, question number 2 says, put the verbs in brackets into the correct tenses, which are conditional, type 1, type 2, type 3, then put comma where necessary. Okay? So, I want you to fill in these gaps here. Use this to fill in gaps. So, how do we put comma? Where do we put comma here? Remember, this is Eve. So, this will have to go with comma. What of Jack? Would this go with comma, friends? No. This is an if clause and this is a conditional. The if conditional, and we talked about the main clause from the beginning, so we know where to put comma and where not to put comma. Okay? Comma comes after soon, and here would watch. That's type 2. There won't be a comma. Would join. Then comma comes after club, and comma comes after exhibition. We lose. We have comma after again. Do we have comma in C's? Why don't we have comma in C's? Do you know why? Yes, because it did not start with an E clause. Let's make progress to the next exercise. That's exercise 3. It says, fill in if, when, or unless. So I want you to fill it in there. Here the aim of this exercise, we practice conditionals. Let's continue exercise 4, where we want to continue learning how to practice conditionals. It says put the verbs in brackets into the correct tense. Identify the type of conditionals. So, where are these? It says put the bracket. Put the verbs. Where are those verbs? Sleep, you, buy, not, remember, you, return, get. These are the verbs in brackets. So we want to put them into the correct tense. I want you to do it, then you can cross-check your answer, and you can now see the types of conditionals. When you read this with this, then you get to know the conditional. We have type 3, type 2, type 1, type 2, and type 1. Did you get that right? Okay? We want to practice conditionals with personal examples. Say complete the sentences so that they are true about you. If I were a successful musician. I am not a successful musician. I am not even a musician. But now, if I were a successful musician, what do you think I'll probably do? So I want you to complete these sentences so that it becomes true about you. This, you can cross-check. I have done this to become true about me. So what will be true about you? I will perform all over the world. Okay? So, you see, if has a comma, but this won't have a comma. This won't have a comma. Did you get that right? Okay? Let's make progress to the next exercise. Exercise 6. The wishes. Now we want to learn how to use wishes. If I or if only plus past simple will be wish about the present or future. So friends, I want you to read this. Let's pay attention to the exercise. Say read the theory box, find examples in the blog in exercise 1. Then write what the people wish for as in the example. We've been given an example. I forgot about my sister's dance performance. I wish, or if only I hadn't forgotten about my sister's dance performance. So we want to complete this. I don't have the talent to become an actor. So we want to write the if for it. It says we should read the theory, write what the people wishes. What will be their wish? Let's see. You can check this out. Yes. If, or I wish, or if only I had the talent to become an actor. So I want you to read up this. You have to write this in your notebook. Remember to write the dates. Remember to write the dates. And write the exercise 6 from page 109 on. You write this as a heading in your notebook so that you know where the exercise is coming from. Okay? In exercise 7, we want to practice wish and conditionals. Exercise 7, here comes the question. It says rewrite what the people say as in the example. What is the example? We have it here. I can't watch the horror film. I'm not old enough. I wish, or if only I could watch the horror film. If I were old enough, I could watch the horror film. Now I feel bored. I should have downloaded a film to watch. So what we want to rewrite this as in the example. So you watch. Try to do it before you look at this example. Try to do it before you look at this example. Then you can see if you got it right. Okay, friends? Are you following? Do you have any question? If you have any question, do well to jot it down and send it through the appropriate means. It will get back to me and I will have to answer it and get back to you. Alright? We want to make progress to exercise 8, where we learn how to practice, present and practice clauses of purpose. Please always read this. Say clauses of purpose explain why someone does something. That is why it's a purpose. Why? What are the reasons why you've done what you have done? That is the purpose. You get that? Now, read this, friends. Try to understand. It says, read the theory. Then rewrite the sentences using the words in brackets. We have in order to, in case, so that, and so as to. Okay, he emailed them. He wanted to inform them about the concert cancellation. Now, how do we insert use in order to here? How do we use it? Let's see. Yeah, he emailed them in order to. You see how I have put in that in order to inform them about the concert cancellation. So I want you to read this. Read it so that you will understand how to place these sentences in brackets. Okay? Let's make progress to the next exercise where we want to present and practice clauses of result. Remember, this is clauses of purpose. Now let's see clauses of result in exercise 9. Yeah, clauses of result. So I still want you to read this and understand it. What is clauses of result? Clauses of result expresses results. That result you've gotten, how can you express it? Now I say read the theory, then fill in so, such, or such a, or such an. Richard is dash talented singer that I'm sure she'll be successful. What will you put in here? What will you put in here? Is it so, such, or such an, or such a? Let's see. But before then, we want to understand what clauses of result are. Clauses of result are used to express the result of an action. We use so or such, a or such an, that or so, that to introduce a clause of result. So get this right. Get this right. Then we can now do the exercise. Okay? Here it comes. So number 1 is Rachel is such a talented singer that I'm sure she'll be successful. Did you get that right? Good friends, it's been a nice time. So please remember, if you have any question, do well to send your question through the appropriate channel to get to me. Thank you very much. Thank you. See you in the next video. Bye.